Hi everyone, welcome to Megan Sullivan Art. Just wanted to do a flip through of a couple of videos for you. I'll separate them into two different videos because they're very different journals. I was inspired by another local Alice Springs junk journal maker to do an altered book, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I've just basically repurposed the cover, but I haven't actually covered it. I have just covered up parts of it with different bits and pieces. So this was a book called Tell Me More, Tell Me Why, which was from about the 1970s. And it was actually in pretty good nick when I bought it. So so it's a bee themed journal. It measures, it's 17 centimeters tall, wide, and about probably 24 tall. And it's a bit gator mouth, so it gator mouths at about 8 centimeters. So on the front I've done a bit of collage, and there's 3 probably or 4 different bee themed journal kits in here, which I'll list below, just because I had a whole heap of ephemera that was already printed and already sewn, so I decided to just use that up. So a couple of journal spots there. This was a library pocket that I'd rescued out of a book and decided to use it on this cover, and there's a little disc there, You Are the Bee's Knees, and I've just run some calico underneath for the closure, and I've stitched down either side of that as well. So on the inside we've got some scrapbooking paper, we've got some fabric here which was from a dress. It's a little bit kind of metallic, and I've used that in one of my other bee journals as well. We've got a selection of different pieces. This is a Graphics Fairy image. This was from a book. That's red dyed paper with a little bit of stenciling on the back there. We've got a glassine envelope which has got some different bits and pieces of offcuts that I haven't used to further decorate, and then we've got a big tag here. This is from Calico Collages Sunny Days, and this is an end paper from a book. Yeah, Sunny Days I think, which has got the sunflowers. A digital kit page here, and a huge bee stamp. I bought this, I can't remember where from. I think it was Auntie Vera's Scrap and Craft, but I'll clarify. We've got coffee dyed paper. These are some French digitals, collage digitals, which I'll list below. We've got some vintage music paper. As I said, several different digital kits. This is really thick paper that I had coffee dyed. These are another digital download as well. We've got a hexagon tuck there with a couple of big journal pieces. Stenciling Save the Bees on the back. I think that page is from the latest Buzz by TLC Creates, I think. This is a digital print, so that all of these kind of papers go together in the one kit. So it's not overly embellished, so there's lots of scope for you to do whatever you'd like to it. Big bee stamp as well, so I've just used the same stamp all the way through. It's a really old music paper from the late 1800s. And where there's washi, that's because there were some tears, so I've just reinforced that. We've got a pocket there with another lot of digitals. It says Humble and Kind. And that all came with the big bee stamp. Vintage music, big bee, we've got a belly band there with a couple of different journal cards. It's got it says Kind Words Like Honey on that one. Save the Bees. Big bee in the middle. That's just a journal card that goes over the page. Coffee dyed or rusty kind of paper, that one. On the bottom of my pan. Vintage music, printable. Vintage music. Gorgeous digital papers. So So another tuck here. Save the Bees with some stenciling on the back. I think that little honeycomb stencil was is a Tim Holtz one. This is a little bag that has a little plastic resealable bag, little envelope thing that came with some purchases, and there's a couple of items in there for writing on or for adding into the journal to decorate. That's been glued down. Another hexagon tuck up here with 2 journal cards. Save the Bees again on the back. Yeah, there might even be maybe 5 or 6 different digital kits in here that I've used bits and pieces from. It's good when you get to the stage where you've got lots of stuff kind of made and pre-prepared that you can just pull together. That's the French collage papers again. Bit of vellum there that I've coffee dyed paper. It's just a random assortment of papers that I already had printed. Kind words like honey. And life is the flower for which love is the honey. Another journal card that goes over the side, or a bit of a notelet, whatever you want to call it. A vellum tuck, which I had, sorry, tracing paper tuck that I dyed with fabric dye. Get my words out. Another hexagon. And with the big bee stamp, because I use the same one throughout, I just try to have it appearing on different, different areas of the page, just to give a bit more interest to it. So this was a cutout from one of the digital kits that I've used, and I've just turned it into, well, it was a page, I think. I've just turned it in to a little pocket. So we've got some bees there. That's definitely Calico Collage's Sunny Days kit, all about sunflowers and nature. This one here, some stenciling, and it says kind words are like honey. So I've just repeated those bee stamps throughout. Stunning digitals. I think there's Artie Mae's, definitely Calico Collage. This is the other side of the vellum with a pocket and a hexagon journal spot. So very much a writing journal, lots and lots of space. Tracing paper pocket, which has got 3 little journal spots. One says, the hum of the bees is the voice of the garden. And these digital pages are just really sort of great, interesting filler pages, as are these French collage ones too. I had the hardest time cutting out a hexagon. You wouldn't believe it, it was insane. And the back has a little pocket at the top here with some scrapbooking paper. If it's got 2 journal spots there. And the back of the book has a glassine envelope which I folded up to create a little pocket there with that image, which I think is Graphics Fairy again. So that slides in there. And then we have another journal card here with some floral stenciling on that one, and that glassine bag's been glued down to there, and the tie runs underneath it as well. So that is the Bee journal, the Bee Altered book. So that one is currently for sale for $90, that one. And I haven't counted the page numbers, but there's definitely a lot in there. So, all right. Okay. Thank you. On to the next one. Cheers.